So many of my clients are seniors. They're 60, 70 or older. One of my clients is 84 years old, and many of them, if not most of them, share the same question. Not all of them, but most of them share the same question, which is how to sit down, how to get up, and how to get to the floor. To get to the floor starts to be a real problem at that age in our society, in Western society. So this actually is a two-part question. The first part of the problem is how to get up from standing and come down to sitting. How to get up to standing, come down to sitting. I already covered this question in a couple of videos, and I showed it how to do the squat. So when you're 60 plus, you have to start to squat, which sounds ridiculous, but if you want to keep your ability to rise up from a chair and come down, you have to squat workout. Do 50 squats a day, maybe 20 in the morning, 20 in the evening, and 10 during the day, something like this. So now I cover the second part of the question, how to come to the floor. So once you come from standing, you can sit on a chair. I'm going to this chair. Come down to sitting on a chair, and then we have these exercises where you slide your hand alongside the leg on one side, alongside the leg on the other side, and then you take with the right hand inside of the left leg. You come down this pathway, or with the left hand come down on the right inner thigh. So you have different pathways to come down with your upper body. You have different requirements for your upper body to organize towards this function of coming down to the floor. So once you are able to reach with your hands to the floor in sitting, you try to discover where you can go with your hands until you can lift your behind off the chair. I show it here. You go down in different pathways, take it gentle, then you come forward with your hands on the floor until your behind can lift from the chair. Should be an ever so gentle movement, just a flow of the chair. You go down, do a little bit this, behind comes off the chair, and then you come back. And that's already an inversion. The head goes below your heart. So just doing this movement already excites the whole organism, and people start to get out of breath. So you take many breaks. You take a lot of breaks when you do this kind of exercise. Then you do a break, and you breathe, you slow down, and then you start again. You go down this way, you go down that way, with both hands, until your behind lifts off the chair. And then you come back, and you do this often. And once you're comfortable with that, you go down. You go down, and try to lift off just one hand from the floor, or the other hand from the floor, or one leg, and take your time to do this. It takes some time to find how to do this, or just the right leg, or just the left leg, and take frequent breaks. Come back to sitting. Breathe. Relax, and then try again. Go down, and try, for example, the left hand and the right leg, or the right hand and the left leg. And when you start to be good at it, you can do little walks on the floor. And come back to sitting. It's fun. It's kind of fun to explore this, to be able to do this. You can come up to standing and down again, and do this until you reach a point. This takes hours. This takes hours to explore, especially like if you're 70 plus and you almost completely lost the ability to come down to the floor. So you will take a week to explore those movements. Always come back and forth. So you go down, until you're good at this feet work, until your back is comfortable with doing this. You have to organize to do this. Always come back. It looks funny, yeah? You can do this with children too. And then you start to move one knee towards the floor. Usually one knee is better than the other. So you have to twist. At this point, this starts to be difficult. So you have to do some work maybe on your back with the hip joints. Be creative, but you want to reach the point where you can put one of the knees on the floor. And once you can put one of the knees on the floor, you can use one. If you have a good shoulder, use the good shoulder to sit down and come up again. Or maybe, usually it's just one side left. Some people have a bad shoulder and a bad hip and a bad knee. This takes time. You can recover from that. But it takes time. You have to frequently exercise every day, like 10 minutes in the morning, in the evening. Better in the evening is you're more flexible in the evening to be able to explore this movement. To come from sitting onto all fours, put one knee down, and then to come to sit on the floor. And come up and try the other side. From sitting on the floor is a short way down to lying on the floor in some way. But again, it takes practice. You will have to practice to be able to do that. And come up again. It's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 hands, 2 feet. Knee down. Come to sit. And come up. Come back on the chair. And rise up by squatting. Have a good day and exercise. Move well and be good to your joints.